we are going to take these parallel arrays and manipulate some of the values within the array, and then maybe provide some feedback to the user based upon some decisions that we make. So our goal is going to be to show how to add a decision statement to the within the loop. And then we are going to alter some values with the arrays. So I'm kind of making this up on the fly, so let's just kind of see what happens. So my thoughts are, I want to, what if my inventory gets low? So let's say it's been a pretty stressful semester and we are down to 2 stress balls, okay? So if my inventory gets below a certain amount, then I want to order and then add to that inventory, is my thought. So within my while loop, I'm going to just give myself a little bit of space here. I'm going to have a decision statement. And so I'm going to say something like the following. If the inventory item at an index, so bracket index, is less than 5, then I want to order or fill up our supply closet, so to speak. So if the inventory item at an index is less than 5, then I want to change the value of that inventory, and the simulation is that I am going to add inventory. I'm going to order and add some more. So in order to do that, it's going to be an addition statement, but I have to take that inventory item at bracket index, and we will say we're going to add 10 items. So then what would happen is that my inventory of items after that, so in this, if this were my inventory as I started to go through the loop and I added 10, I would now have 12 stress balls as an example. So this is showing you how you can access the index of an item, use that, and then just add an amount. So you are altering the value of the array while this loop is executing. That in itself has nothing to do with parallel arrays. But maybe when we're processing or we're running our code to check on inventory, so this is a code to check with inventory, maybe instead of printing out or adding to the inventory, maybe we're just wanting to know what inventory is low, then I'm going to maybe print a message. Let's say I want to output or print just a statement that says something like inventory is low for, and I'm going to say like stress ball time to order. So a couple of things. I can't say stress ball here because it might be erasers or paper or whatever. So I have to put in there the item and its index. So I'm going to close off the quotes. I'm going to add or concatenate. I'm going to use the name of the item array, and I'm going to use the exact index that is used for inventory. So when the inventory item at index is less than 5, I'm going to print inventory is low for the same item at the common index. And then I will print time to order, something like that. So then if it's not low, then I could print just a regular statement that says inventory for, and for example, pencil is 40 if I'm using the data from up above. If this was what I wanted it to say, but I can't use pencil, I have to use the array name and the index. I can't use 40, I need to use the array name for it and the index. So I'm going to replace pencil with item bracket index bracket, and then I'm going to, and I'm using Java syntax here. So when in Java, in order to put together words, we have a special command. It's called system.out.println. We have the quotes. We have a plus sign to add together the words plus the value. So this plus sign is adding together or putting together my output. We call that concatenation. And then I'm going to do inventory bracket index. So in this particular scenario, it's going to print if my inventory is low. Otherwise, it's going to print the regular inventory, so then I would know how much stock is on hand for the other items. What we would expect to see for output here, if I demonstrate, is it would look something like the following. It actually would print inventory for pencil is, and I just realized I need to delete the 40 because that's a hard-coded value there, and we just want the inventory bracket index. So it would say inventory for pencil is 40. So what the output's going to look like is this. As I process through the while loop, it's going to take, at index 0, it's going to take the inventory for the pencil is 40. Then it will do inventory for paper is 20. Eraser is 13. When it gets to the stress ball, which is at 2, it's going to print inventory is low for stress ball, time to order. And then inventory for pen is 25. So maybe, I could be a little bit more descriptive here because this isn't telling me how many's left. Maybe I could say time to order, and I could say something like, and I could put in the number that is remaining. I could say inventory bracket index, because I want to get the value at that index, and then put remaining on the end, and that would change my output to be time to order to remaining, which would be more descriptive to my user. So this video has showed you how to work with parallel arrays, how to put a decision statement, and I just noticed that I did not close off my if, so I have to have an end if. So how to properly put a if statement within your while loop. So we have a nested structures. We have an if statement inside of a while loop. And it also showed you how to use the index value to print items from, parallel arrays, and also then how to change an item